Well, in the real world, it's not the case that everybody can be engaged in industrial design and engineering and law. At the end of the day, only about 30% of the population has a college degree. And in the United States, wages for new college graduates have been falling for a decade. There simply aren't enough jobs for them. We have to create demand for labor, and if we give away the store to the Chinese, then we're going to be giving up our best jobs, not just for people who work in factories, but for the engineers, the designers, the managers who run them. So it's really in the best of interest of all of us to maintain balanced economic growth. I think a world where everything is made in China and everybody in Europe and America just pushes pencils is a world where we actually have huge income inequality and big gaps. It's going to be a world dominated by a very small number of winners and a very large number of losers. A world of great inequality, and it's one I don't want to live in. I think the Juncker investment plan for Europe is very ill-considered. I've studied foreign investment by multinational companies, and China is the biggest multinational of them all. And what I have found is that when foreign investors come to rich markets like the European Union and the United States, they come there to obtain access to the market, to sell their products that they make at home in this market. They buy up foreign companies, they close the factories, they ship the machines back to China or elsewhere and produce the goods in their country and ship them back here to increase their production, their exports. It costs jobs in the end. It drives down wages in Europe. It's not going to be good for the European economy. It is lose-lose for the European economy. And politicians who focus on attracting foreign investment are getting lost in the trees, and they don't see the forest. They don't see the big picture. The big picture is foreign investment by China is going to be bad for Europe, and it's been bad for the US. And it's something that it's not going to work. If you want to stimulate growth at home, you have to create real organic demand for the products of goods that are produced here. And the way to do that is to practice smart growth, to invest in infrastructure, to invest in a clean, renewable energy future, and perhaps most important of all, to demand that China stop distorting the global economy by engaging in practices like dumping and manipulation of its currency, which also distorts trade and growth enormously.